Greetings. This is the ancient one. At my house, January 21st, winter has finally hit here. It's about 36 degrees. I'm not playing golf, but I wanted to share some principles on the golf swing. Now, this is at my house, backyard in Lawrenceville, Georgia, and it's the 21st of January. So I'm not playing golf or teaching golf today. I've got something here in my hands, which is a natural swing aid to help practice my swing. I hit them every day. They're called pine cones. So a great thing to hit. They don't go very far, but what we need, and I need, everybody does, we need something to focus on. I have my wedge here. I prop this by my back door. Every time I come out the back door, several times a day, I have over 40 pine trees in my yard, and I have these pine cones. So it's a great practice tool. So I'm going to demonstrate an element. In fact, I'll use this. If I had a weight, heavy weight, say this weighed 20 pounds, it doesn't, but I want to throw or transfer this energy, pretending it's like a medicine ball. I have a 2-pound medicine ball, but this is how the body needs to work. It's, Sean Clement calls it swing the swing blade, clip the dandelions. He's up in Canada, great teacher, and I've learned so much from him. So I'm sharing what I've learned. So where we go, and this is weight transfer. It's called lag. So just like in baseball or anything, we had a bucket of water, we go back. This is 20 pounds, remember? I'm loading, but as I'm doing that, my weight is going back this way. So it's a juxtaposition, it goes here. So it's here. As I'm going back, this leads. In Zen golf approaches, they have force plates. This is way above my pay grade, but I understand as we're going back, we're loading, front load. Bobby Jones is called drag load. He's staying back like this, and this lead hand is bent back. This is convex, I believe. This would be concave. Well, we're going back. This is like we're going to throw a frisbee. We keep it bent back in a convex manner. This is the opposite. It's bent forward, I believe concave. So we want to keep that relationship. But we're not just doing it with our arms, we're doing it with our bodies. So Ben Hogan, he said, hug your rib cage, get these arm, elbow pointing up. Well, this locks in place. So this goes with the body. It's not out here whacking away. So I call it a three-part harmony. We load left side. This is called flexion. It's an extension. It's straight. This is bent, and it just is the opposite. It's a seesaw margin. Oh, it's a ratchet move. But it's not my arm going by itself. It's going with my core because I'm locked in here to my torso. And boom, boom. That's the way we would skip a rock. Third baseman ranging over, firing it through exactly the same motion, throwing motion. So our body's a machine, the club's a tool, so we need to set up in an efficient manner. So as I hit my pine cones, I'm very mindful how I arrange my body. So I want this in about the middle of my stance, because my core is here, and I'm moving it with my feet, all sports from the ground up. Bam! It's load and explode. Load, bam! Thrust. So I'll try to demonstrate that in my three-part harmony. I have my routine. I don't have room here. I get behind it, get my sight line. Then I move in, set the club, set my body, my weight. My feet are, the bunion toe is on the outside of my hip. We're all built differently. So this is right for me. The feet are out about 30 degrees. They're like a duck, splayed out. I don't think you can see it there, but so now a simple motion, and the grip, we want to grip where the hands are posed. We don't want it under here, over here. So it just, so they work. Now if you had a sledgehammer, put it over shoulder like this would be a very efficient lever system. But we're not going down, we're going back that way. So I have to come in low, back and under, like cutting a tree down. Bam. But it's done with the lower body. Ben Hogan, this is lower body. So I set up, I drop my arms, I bend from the hip flexors, I still don't reach the ground. My knees are like elevators, so that lowers. We have uneven lies here in Georgia, everywhere. Golf course, you have to adjust your body, your machine, so this tool will meet that in a very precise manner. So it's not rocket science. So I drop my arms. Now I'm going to rehearse. There's no charge for rehearse. I move back 6 inches, and now what I'm doing, three-part harmony. I turn the hips, so this eliminates a lot of sway. We have we're a biped with 2 legs. It would be more efficient if we had 3 legs, like a camera tripod. We're like a 2-legged stool. We're all off balance. But how I counteract that, I set this, really lock this in, and I drop, but my arms are here. I've got them rotated so this is pointing up. Now these are just the arm club unit. This just goes with my body, lower body. I'm not lifting, I'm not doing anything, and I feel it coming through, and I'm getting this drag load and creating that whip. So I get that feeling. I got my hips set. This right scapula, it's called right scapula protraction, and I learned that from, I think that was Athlete Motion Golf, Big Sean and Little Sean and Mike, big guy. So I've got this extended out. My shoulder can move without, so I have that out. Now I have what's called ulnar deviation. And I'll show you, this would be set up, but this, and the big guy, the long distance guy, that the name escapes me, but he hits it further than anybody else. He sets this, and Mo Norman did too. This is down cocking and taking out that, because we don't hit it, we hit it like this. So he starts like that. Now I'm moving with the base, And so that's the first part is setting his hip. Second part is setting the shoulder. Third part is setting the wrist. Now it's just a matter of moving this unit with my feet. So this goes forward, this goes back. It's this move here. It's the way we walk. So if I had a heavy weight, you can do it this with this. Say this weighs 20 pounds. So when I move, I'm moving the base, I'm moving forward with my legs. This is just going with my torso as I walk. Like an elephant, with this, Sean talks about the elephant trunk, is going back and forth with no independent action of the arm club unit. So it's a lot to comprehend. Very simple, automatic, setting up our body to go downstairs, we counterbalance. And this would be gravity golf, David Lee, of course. So all these elements come into play, but it's not rocket science. A 7-year-old can learn this and do it. So we set the club, set the body, we post up, set in a lock position here, the hip out. We got the shoulder scapula, so it's out. So now I can go down under and ulnar deviation. I get in as close as I can. Now, how do I start this? Just like throwing a bucket of water, I've got to break that inertia. So little forward. Gary Player, he kicked his knee in. Well, that gets some lower body movement right away. So it's back. Now I want this whip motion here. So it gets this move. That's exaggerating. But I'll take a practice swing just to do my, and I hold on balance. That wasn't too bad. So now I'm going to hit my pine cone. In lieu of a pine cone, you can take I call it my high-tech low spin ball. Take a sheet of 8.5 by 11 copy paper. It can be used. Crumple it up, get it real tight, about the size of a ball. Throw it down. It'll only go about 12 feet with a full swing. Won't break any windows. You can even do it inside. Lamps, pictures, mirrors are not at risk. So this, I'm going to give a face on, then I'll do it down the line. So I set up 3-part harmony, this, little waggle, I'm doing this, and then, whoa, that hit pretty hard. I'm glad it didn't came right back at me, but there was some force there. This 86-year-old body can do it, anybody can. So I'll get another one of my treasured pine cones here. So now I don't have to worry about bouncing back and beating me. So I'll always have a routine. Getting my line of sight, moving here, set the club, set my body parallel left like a railroad track, move back 6 inches, lower into it, set my hip, set my shoulder, set my wrist, take one practice, get a little lag, hold the finish. That's gallery pose. So my routine takes 11 seconds, same every time. Here. Man, that went pretty good. Pretty good for a pine cone, pretty good for an old guy. So that's what we live for. We like to have nice, efficient. Now I think a lot of times in my mind's eye I'm Ernie Els. Well, of course, don't tell him, I might get mad. I think he's about 6'4". I'm about 5'9". So I don't have the big levers, but I can still use my body at this age. So I hope that helps some people. And this is addressed to you, Brad and Matt, who I had a lesson with yesterday. We did it inside. It was raining. But you can do this stuff inside if you're allowed to. So don't break up an overhead fan, ceiling fan like I do once. But you want to swing this every day. Just practice. Just getting a little move. Till finally it's like part of you. So it's a wonderful thing to be able to do this at any age. So cheers, out, peace, be safe. Hopefully get this COVID thing behind us. But we have so many blessings, and I count my blessings. I count y'all's blessings. All my friends here and out, and such a blessing to be able to share. So cheers, the best is yet to come. Cheers, and out.